Hey, welcome folks back to the Scioto Surf Report. You notice it's not Jess here today. We have Sue Burton, special guest here at the Scioto Surf Report. The Scioto is very, very low, just to give you an idea. But there was snow in the mountains of Colorado, that is, and Montana and Idaho and Utah and that sort of thing. So if you got your shred and board out, you may be able to surf some white stuff, right? Some fresh pow out west. So we got Sue here today, and Sue's gone through some stuff. We want to talk to her about that and kind of just reiterate, you know, that we're scalable, modifiable, all those sort of things. So the first question is, Sue, well, welcome.
Hi.
So how long have you been doing CrossFit?
Since 2007.
2007, and you've been coaching for how long?
Since 2008.
All right, so quite a while, you know, 11 or 12 years now. And we know that CrossFit, you know, being that active, eventually with an active lifestyle before that, you're going to start having some aches and pains, correct? You know, tell everybody what kind of happened to you, what your symptoms were, and what you did to treat it.
Yeah. So, previous life, I had done some marathon training, half marathons, things like that. Started doing some like Krav Maga, was coaching Krav Maga, doing lots of different fighting and stuff like that. Discovered CrossFit, and like preferentially like to do that. But did a lot of overuse things. And so like in the last year, like I noticed like a lot of like limited mobility, and I was having lots of issues. And I just thought, you know, I'm getting old, you know, like I'm, you know, 47, going on 48 here soon, and just thought it was just overuse, and I got some x-rays taken.
And you also have a job where you are on your feet a lot too,
yeah,
right?
I'm on my feet. I work at Trader Joe's, and so like, you know, I'm like doing like constant lifting and like bending and being in the freezer and things like that. And so down on my knees a lot of times stocking shelves. And so like in January, like, you know, I finally got to the point where my husband's like, you just really got to go take pictures. And I went to my friend that's a chiropractor, and he took pictures and said, you don't have any cartilage left in your hip. You need a new hip. So, yeah.
So then you saw some orthopedists, right? And you ended up getting a hip surgery, hip replacement, correct?
Hip replacement.
And I, you know, in the past that used to be very invasive, right? When they used to go through the glute,
yeah.
And you'd be out for 6 to 10 months at least, or something like that. They did something a little bit different with you, right?
Yeah, they went through the front, and they can like do the full thing, and they want you up and like walking. And on the step, like they have you like go upstairs and stuff the very first day that they send you home. And so like hours after the surgery, they were trying to get me up and moving, so they can send me home. And so like that was a little scary for me, because like they don't actually like, they give you what to do like for your like post surgery, but they don't like, you don't actually go and see anybody. And so like, you know, like I had a piece of paper of like exercises that I was supposed to do. And so I wanted to be able to move like well again. So like right away, like I made an appointment with Corey, and as soon as I could, you know, like I was doing all the exercises. I set a timer. I got a new Apple Watch so I could like set time and like make sure that I was doing everything they told me I should do, so that I could be moving again. You know. Yeah,
so that's great, and it's great to contact Corey at Rehabilitation Redefined, because, you know, his goal is to get you back to active.
Yep.
What was your realistic CrossFit goal going back? I know you've been doing street parking for a while,
yep.
So you could do stuff at your house and modify and scale a little bit, but what were those realistic goals?
So for the biggest thing for me was like, I've always like, so I had started to use my hip as an issue like for like not working out. And so for me, like just being able to like move again and like squat well again, because like my squat, you know, has really suffered over the years.
I think it's actually gotten better post-surgery.
It definitely has. And so like my goal was just to like get back to like actually being able to work out again. And even if it's scaled, like not making the excuse that, you know, like, you know, I can't do it because of my hip. Like I just wanted to be able to like modify and do what I could do, instead of, you know, like not do anything.
And so, you know, today I came in a little early, and while I did today's workout in class, before that you did something I think is pretty awesome, right? And tell everybody what you did, right?
So I did 20.1 today. I knew I wasn't going to be able to, I can't quite jump high enough to go over a barbell, so I wanted to do the scaled version and at least do it, you know, and participate in the open. And so I asked Jason to come in early so that I could get 20.1 done.
Yeah, hey, heck yeah.
Hey,
Boom.
thanks.
20.1. So how far are we at post-surgery now?
Almost 7 months.
So 7 months post-surgery, an anterior hip replacement. I mean, and they went through the front. And like in the past, she wouldn't even be full range of motion, weight bearing at this point with the posterior entry. And so, 7 months in, not almost 7 months, and we're doing a CrossFit Open workout in the October CrossFit season, the new CrossFit season. So that's great for Sue. And it's just a reminder. One, listen to your body, right? Whether you're 25 or you're 55, everybody can have aches and pains and have issues. It's not just what you do in the gym. It's also, in Sue's case, it's what she does for a living, being on her feet a lot. And so listen to those aches and pains. Talk to a coach, see a specialist if needed, and get treatment. And that may be surgery, that may be an extensive physical therapy, and also, more importantly, communicate with the coach, because we can modify. We had a member come the other day that had been having foot and ankle issues, and we started looking at different modifications, but also, the shoes, right? What shoes are you having? Ankle and foot injuries, that usually ties to a shoe issue a lot of times, and I think of some slight modifications, but it's communicating. A lot of times you don't want to communicate with the coach or tell somebody, your spouse or a physician or something like that. And of course, in Scioto we have a ton of physicians here. You can pretty much bounce anything from the head of ENT at Ohio State to pathologist to everything in between, anesthesiology. We go at length, so we got a lot of people to bounce things off of. So thank you, Sir Burton, for coming on the Surf Report today, and
thank you.
Have a great day. Surf's up.